Illegal immigrants and fighting Bobcats at Guzman's Lookout Mountain. This is a story of an experience I had many years ago while camping at the base of Guzman's Lookout Mountain about 40 miles west of El Paso. Many years ago a friend and I had the idea of camping out in the desert at an old cinder quarry located at the base of this mountain. We arrived around sunset, built a campfire, cooked dinner, rolled out our sleeping bags and did all the usual stuff associated with camping. Then we proceeded to enjoy the solitude of the desert night, telling tales of various adventures we have had over the years, enjoying a few beers as we talked. Since this old quarry is located a couple miles north of the US-Mexico border, we were of course a little leery of illegal activity crossing the border since this area is well known for smuggling illegal immigrants and drugs. Quite often, I have my handheld police scanner with me, and that night it was tuned into various border patrol frequencies so I could monitor any activity near us. As luck would have it, an agent transmitted over the radio that a group of illegal immigrants had just crossed the border near the old Birchfield Ranch and they were heading around the east side of Camel Mountain. Being very familiar with the area and local landmarks, I was able to determine that they were just a couple of miles from us, heading directly toward the road to Guzman's Lookout Mountain where we were camped. Not exactly what we wanted to deal with that night. At that point it was lights off, fire out and no talking, just whispering. We just sat there in the dark listening to the Border Patrol broadcasts of their position. We sat up on our vantage point, looking down on the desert floor, waiting to see any activity and suddenly several hundred yards below us, headlights and spotlights lit up the desert floor. We could see several Border Patrol agents scrambling to capture the aliens and several minutes later we hear a radio transmission stating that all suspects have been apprehended. After that little experience, of course we weren't really tired, so we built up the campfire and continued our conversations, once again enjoying the cool desert night. Not too long after that, we hear gravel and rocks falling from the cliffs above us. Then suddenly the loud screeching yells of two animals, cats, coyotes, or some kind of critters fighting on top of the cliff above us. Bigger rocks start to fall and then suddenly these two animals came rolling down the cliff, fur flying, snarling and fighting all the way down as they landed at the base of the cliff only a few feet from our camp. Not knowing whether to run or hide at this point, I grabbed my handheld spotlight and lit up the area where the noise was coming from and discovered two bobcats fighting it out, too involved in their fight to even notice that they both tumbled over 75 feet down the mountain. As soon as the spotlight beam hit them, they both looked at us, shocked or surprised, I'll never know, but they each took off in different directions never to be seen again. Once again, we went back to our storytelling. Soon the fire died down and a chill in the air took over, we crawled into our sleeping bags laid out on the ground, but tell me if you think either of us slept very well that night after that incident. Fun times.